Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to do something a little bit different and talk to you about how to pack up for a one-day crop. Now this is not meant to be one of those weekend getaway crops or a convention pack up, although I think for my convention I may use this setup. It really depends on the supply list that they send us, but this is meant for more of a, you have a few hours, you go down to your local scrapbook store. I know we still have one in Allen. I'm not sure if there's any others in other states, but there possibly could be. Or if your local scrapbooking consultant holds a crop, this is a good way to pack up your supplies because you don't always have a ton of desk space or a ton of table space. We've all used these. I still have this, and if I'm going to a weekend crop, this is what I use because you typically get a 6-foot table to yourself. So this is still a go-to for me if I have a bigger crop or a longer crop. But if I've just got like one of those, hey, I've got an afternoons, this is what I've started using. This is just an Orla Kiely makeup bag that I received at Target, or I bought it at Target. It opens up like so. In fact, it's going to go out of camera, but here's the top. And here's the bottom. And let me explain everything that I've got inside and how it rolls up. So we're going to start with the top. I have this little ring on it, and I'll show you in a little bit when I put it on my bag that I use. But it can either hang off my bag this way, or I can make it hang this way, which is why I put this little ring on it. But this top portion is tidbits and oddballs that you may need. I've got a couple of sponges in here for distressing edges. These are doggy poo bags that I pick up, and they fit perfectly in. I'll have to show you what I've got in my bag. I've got like a little collapsible trash can. They fit perfectly inside the trash can, and then when you're using sticky stuff, it doesn't get in your trash can. It gets in the bag, and then you just pick the whole bag up and you throw it away. So I pick them up when they're on sale, and I tend to pass them around, which is why I have two of them in there. I have a sticky pad in here because sometimes you have to write notes. You guys know I love my sort quick. And then I've got a few rubber bands and paper clips and binder clips because sometimes when you're working with kits, you have multiple pieces of paper, and you just need to be able to keep a hold of them and keep track of them. That's what I have in this top section. Open this up a little bit. And this section is more, see, this is where your brushes would go. And this section is more, oh my god, I need something while I'm at the crop. So I've got a little bit of hand lotion that I just picked up at a hotel. This particular bottle I'm able to refill, so I can put my own personal lotion in this bottle, but it's so tiny that it fits perfectly. I have a nail file, because if you break your nail, you know the world falls down. I have a leave. You may or may not know, but I have cerebral palsy, and sometimes Advil just doesn't cut it, so I keep a leave with me. Regular Advil. Has to have my Burt's Bees. And then this is just Excedrin migraine. It's not needed very often, but sometimes. And then I just keep a spare $1 in case there's a Coke machine. So that's more of my keeping me comfortable while I'm at a crop. So you're probably wondering, why in the world do you have baby wipes? I do have baby wipes, or wet ones. Sometimes I manage to leave my house without my scrubber and my stamp cleaner. Just don't understand how I do it. It's a staple of scrapbooking, but sometimes my little blonde brain just makes it out of the house without it. These are my, they're not, I would not use these for long-term cleaning of your stamps, but if you just need a really quick one, it's great for cleaning your stamps that way till you can get home. I would wash your stamps afterwards. A little bit of soap and water, air dry, they'll be fine. Or if you're eating at the table and you need to wipe your hands, they work well there. Okay, this is all of my other tools. So I have my collapsible pokey stick, because you guys know I'm clumsy as crap. I have a regular writing utensil. I have my journaling pen. I love this thing. Well, I guess I could turn it that way so you guys can see it. This is an embossing tool for So it's got a bigger end over here and a small one over here. I'm able to use it very well with my trimmer. So this is just an older embossing, a pencil, a Sharpie, because sometimes I like Sharpies. Here's my craft knife, y'all. You know I love my craft knife. And then, many moons ago, Close to My Heart sold a distressing kit, and this is from the distressing kit. So I have this one, and I have this one. This is just a regular nail file, and they work well for distressing. They work really well for distressing. And then I have a highlighter, because sometimes when I'm working with my catalog, or if I'm working with a template, I need to highlight something I'm thinking about. So these are my little tool section. And if it's a pen, I try to lock it down because it helps hold everything else in. Make sure your lid is on your knife very well. Okay, so now we're going to move into what would be the main makeup section. You'd be amazed at what I have in here. I have a whole bunch of stuff in here. I have my regular Close to My Heart scissors that are my staple scrapbooking scissors, but these are just for paper. I don't use these on anything else but paper. If you were here the other day and I was showing you how to stitch, and I used these scissors on thread, that was only because I was not yet able to get across the room to get my regular scissors. But these are my paper scissors. I have some of my favorite adhesive that I use on cards. These are my ribbon scissors, and that's why they have a ribbon stuck on them. I know these are Tim Holtz. I understand they're not close to my heart, but these, holy carabunga, these cut ribbon like butter. I love these things. You can get them at Hobby Lobby with a 40% coupon for next to nothing. I have 2 or 3 pairs. This is another distressing tool that Close to My Heart used to sell. It went along with the sanding tool. I love this thing. It's for, yeah, we used to take our scissors and put them along the edges of the paper. It does the same thing. There's a tiny blade in there. Basically it keeps you from cutting the crap out of yourself at a crop. So more of my different adhesives for card making. My Tombow. Yes, it is a corner rounder. Yes, it is a competitor's corner rounder, but I like it. I like this thing. I understand that we sell one. I have it. I use it. But this one just seems to be the one that I go for. It's comfortable in my hand. It just works. You have to admit, Creative Memories makes great tools. This is some 3D foam tape that we sell. Okay guys, here's my washi knife that I picked up at Hobby Lobby. It's for getting a straight edge when I'm playing with washi. And then this is a standard bone folder for card making. I have these all over the place. So these are just my basic go-to. I use these every time I scrapbook, or almost every time I scrapbook, type tools. They fit in here like nobody's business. And then, turn this that way, zips up, rolls up. And if I didn't have this extra roll in here, it would roll even better, but I do. And then there's magnetic clasps here that will clasp. And then all your stuff is in this itty bitty, oh, that's the problem. Hello. There we go. It says help. There we go. That's much better. And then it all rolls up about that big. So let me change the camera lens and then I will show you the rest of the setup. Okay, so this is the little bag that I use. It is the Close to My Heart rolling backpack. I will double check and make sure it is still available to customers. I received mine at convention last year. And let me tell you, I love this thing. We normally get a bag every year at convention, and this one is so far my absolute favorite. So let me show you what's inside. There's my little tool caddy. So inside, and I apologize for the lighting, I'm going to try and get this to where you can see it. In the back is a full-size trimmer. And the only thing I did was took the blade off so that it wouldn't roll down to the bottom. I have a 12 by 12 mat. This is the kit that I was working on yesterday, so I slid it down there. And the bottom is, there we go, now you can see. And the bottom is just a simple 12 by 12 baggie that I use to store completed layouts. This is my blocks, there you go, my blocks and my inks that I needed for yesterday. I can typically get them into the bag with my project in it, but I couldn't manage that. I was having an off day, so I had to borrow that. And then my kit just slides right in like that. So that fits perfectly right in there. And then in the front pocket, I have, okay, sorry, I had to change my angle. In the front pocket, I just folded down this so you can see it. Here's my little fold-up trash can I was telling you about. It just, I mean, it literally unfolds and stands up. You can't even see it, sorry. It literally unfolds and stands up. The little clips hold the trash bag in for me. So I have that there. I have a, there you go. Now you can see, yay! I have an extra adhesive refill. I have a notepad of things that while I'm at crop I'm looking for. This is my little tiny little stitching thing. There's my blade for my crop, for my trimmer. And then this one stays in my bag. Sorry, I can't get it. There we go. This one stays in my bag all the time because it never fails. I will grab the thread and then I forget the kit. My stamp cleaner, you guys have heard me say before, this is the Close to My Heart stamp cleaner. I put it in a little bottle that I pick up at Target because it's a different color and I will know it's mine on the table. And it means I can find it on the table. This is my favorite stamp scrubber. I know we sell newer ones. I like this one. I'm going to use this one until it falls down. My reading glasses, those stay in there. And this goes with me everywhere. It's not a scrapbooking tool. It's a back scratcher. You can see, there's the bottom of the bag. So everything just kind of has its little spot that it goes. Actually, I think you go back there. Yep. Scooch everything over. Glasses go back in. I always carry one extra adhesive, no matter what. My little back scratcher, because there's nothing worse than being in a crop and your back starts itching. That is the biggest irritant in the world. And then I just fold that back up. So this is my bag for a little one day or afternoon crop with everything already in it. The limbs, or their telescoping handle, it goes a lot taller. I just wanted to be able to get it in the camera for you. And so I bebop into a crop, one bag, my drink. I normally have my wallet stuck in the front so I don't have to worry about it. I'm sorry, I was putting everything away and forgot that I was going to be showing you. Let me get backed up so you can see what it looks like at the crop. So I typically have this beside my chair. The front pocket will be open. The main pocket will be open, and then I just hang my tool caddy off my bag. So it can either be hanging off like this, and then if I need to be able to use the back, you know, the back side for some reason, and I needed to be able to, this to swivel, or my bag to swivel, I will hang it off of this little ring, and I can swivel it back and forth over the handle, depending on how many times I need to be able to get into the case. Yesterday I had it like this. It did not bother me. It did not tip over. This is the exact configuration that I used it yesterday. And again, let's do it this way. So let's, hold on, I'm going to show you. I might need two hands, hold on. Oh, I don't, okay. Now my table is actually bigger than what I had yesterday, but this is what it looks like when you're sitting at the crop. You've got it next to your chair. Let's turn it that way. You've got it next to your chair, you're able to sit, your table's right there, everything is out of the way, and you're not encroaching on somebody else's space. Because whether or not they are polite and tell you, oh, you're not bothering me, you're fine. Yeah, try and stay in your own space. It's polite. So anyway, that is how I pack up for a one-day crop. I still use my tabletop caddy if I'm doing a 3 or 4 day crop. Because, hey, I have a little bit more room. I have a little bit more stuff to bring when it's a 3 or 4 day crop. But when it's a one-day crop, this is my setup. I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you'd like to see more like it, let me know in the comments. Thank you. Bye-bye.